All right, getting into day number 3 of our manifestation series on helping you manifest quicker, easier, and bigger than ever before. Go ahead and throw a like on this, as well as subscribe or comment below as well if you'd like to receive some notifications of these updates of these videos in this manifestation series. All right, one of the major challenges to a lot of people trying to manifest a lot more business success is the whole idea that before last month, last year, the last 5 years, they are basing their success on their past experience or their past memory. So what I mean by that is if they just had a $5,000 month last month, or they had 10 sales come in or whatever it is, they identify with that as that is them. They are a $5,000 per month earner, or they are somebody who always gets 5 to 10 clients per month or whatever it is. And since they identify with that, that is their self-image. That's what they believe to be true about themselves. Oftentimes, that's what they truly, at a feeling level, believe to be possible for them and their business. When in reality, they understand their spiritual being, they have perfection within them, but somehow their thoughts get stuck in this old story about how their business has gone throughout the last couple of months or many years or whatever it is. So how would you like to really double your business success here in June 2020? I'm sure you'd love that, right? I don't know who would say no to doubling their business during this time, unless doubling the business really meant a lot more work. But really, we can then add on, how would you like to double your business while working half the time? You can absolutely do that. So let's go through a little bit of understanding on what goes on here within this past thinking. Now, I remember a time where I would always earn about $5,000, $6,000 per month. Sometimes it was $4,000, sometimes it was $3,000 even, but it was hovering around that kind of lower caliber, about 50 grand per year mark. And I kept thinking to myself, I really want 10 grand a month. I really want 20 grand per month. I want these things, but I just have never done it. And I feel like it's very challenging to actually get there. I've tried it. I'm trying to learn this personal development information, but seemingly the business success was always a little out of my reach. It felt like I knew I could do it at some point, but it felt still away from me. Again, that's a critical remembering point. You might want to write that down in some notes here, is that I wanted something in my thought. I knew I could do it, but I felt right now it wasn't me when I was being honest with myself. So I wanted the 6-figure business, but I felt it was going to take me some more time. It was going to take me another year. It was in the future. And that feeling in the future ultimately will manifest whatever you're feeling. So if I'm feeling it's way out there and I feel I'm still a 5 grand per month earner now, I'm going to keep manifesting business circumstances and situations to allow myself to constantly earn this amount of money, even though I don't want it. I want 10 grand a month, but I'm only earning 4 or 5 grand a month. So I'm in this self-vicious cycle. And to me, that was extremely irritating because, again, I knew my potential. I knew I could do a lot better, but I just wasn't doing it. So then I started to really look at, what's going on here? Well, my thinking was being dominated by how many months I have earned $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. My thinking was dominated by past, by my memory. When really, if I wanted to manifest better, I had to allow my imagination to dominate my thinking. Now, that's not exactly how it goes. Your thinking and imagination basically are one. But you could see from this frame of mind, if you see, like, I was looking through my memory and dictating what I was thinking. If I just changed over to thinking from my imagined desirable place, I would have started to change my thinking, change my feeling, and ultimately manifest something different. So it finally clicked. I finally heard that. I finally got that. And I started to shift my thinking from what I did last month in sales and revenue number to actually revising and actually thinking what I preferred my month to be last month. Now, it sounds a little tricky. It sounds very wordy. Really, what I was doing, I was going to my imagination and I was revising how my last month went. So in my mind, if I saw May 2020, I would see abundance. I would see that I did have a ton of sales come in. I would see that I did have a lot of money come in. Now, no doubt about it, it's a physical lie. It's not truthful. If I see in my mind last month was kick-ass, and maybe it actually physically wasn't, it's not that I'm changing my past, but I'm changing my thoughts. This is what we talk about, getting ahead of our manifestations. If I can actually believe and accept to be true that last month was actually really good, there wasn't anything bad with it, what I start to do is start to believe I am that person that is earning 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month, 50 grand a month, whatever it is. So I'm basically revising last month, seeing it differently than seeing it as a failure or sales slump or money slump or anything like that. I'm starting to actually get ahead of my manifestation because I've already felt the possession of an outstanding month. I hope this is making sense, especially to those of you who are members of the Manifestation Accelerator course. You should really, really be getting this understanding that I just need to shift my thoughts, my feelings to my desirable state rather than my past history, my past circumstances, my past experience. One other tidbit that I do all the time is find the good. There's good and bad in everything, and that's the law of polarity and the law of duality. There's a left, there's a right, there's an up, there's a down. There's bad and good in all things. That doesn't mean you need to experience both bad and good, but you're always going to experience one, and you can actually activate one or the other. So the more you can put your past to peace, the more you can bless it, the more you can actually say, there's good in my past, my business past, the more you're going to alleviate yourself from condemning it, from hating it, from getting agitated by it, and actually say, everything's okay. I can be successful. I am successful. In fact, I see it in my imagination. I feel it to be now to have my business success. Now, there's a lot going on here, no doubt about it. So you're definitely going to want to rewatch this video, take some notes, and really think through what we're talking about here. But this is one of the major keys and techniques that I did to go from 4 grand a month to 40 grand per month in 10 months time a few years ago. That quantum leap that multiplied the income by 10 is because I was constantly getting ahead of my manifestations. I was revising it. I was seeing that I had an outstanding 20 grand per month last month, even though it really was only, say, 10 grand a month. I was starting to see myself in success and pretending. And the more you can see it in your imagination, the more it will get there. Remember, this stuff isn't magic. So it's just actually seeing it in your mind. It's going to start to activate different thoughts and feelings, which is going to ultimately start to attract to you more of those great circumstances and great things. This is really deep thinking, no doubt about it. So if you want any help doing this, get right into our accelerator if you're not already. If you are already there, you already have the guidance. We go through this specifically in phase 2, module 2J and 2K as well, on money revision and success revision and how that actually goes. What's the process? It's a few hour videos so that you can really get through the process, understand it, and implement it at a very easy, simple, and effective level. All right, that's it for you today. I hope this really helps. Always providing you more and more techniques, more and more understanding from my experience, from others' experience, and really how a lot of our members are really transforming their money, their success, everything from where they were over to multiplying by a quantum leap factor of 2, 3, 4 times the amount of income and sales coming in. We're just doing these things constantly every week. And I hope this success revision, this money revision process starts to help shed some light on that as well. All right, sending light and blessings to you. Throw a like on this video if you found this helpful. And definitely in the comment section if you want any other concepts or topics about these ideas or something that you're challenged by, just throw it in the comment box and we'll definitely make a video on that in the coming weeks, coming days even, to allow yourself to experience more success, higher levels of money, and definitely a happier, more fulfilled life than ever before. All right, and definitely subscribe and stay here in our Facebook group as well if you're here, to allow yourself to experience these videos as you feel the calling to jump on. All right, sending light and blessings to all of you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day here, wherever you are in the world. Stay aligned, stay bright, and stay on the lighter side of all things. Take care. We'll see you real soon.